Sayyid Moiz Inamdar. Moiz Inamdar. Am I audible? Arshad Ali. Ishaq,
Yes, sir.
voice is clear.
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Yesterday you were absent.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Not. Sorry, not the answer. But not only yesterday. I think day before yesterday also.
Yes, sir.
Any important work?
Yes, sir. I had exams in my local college. I had half-yearly exams, so I went.
So where do you stay?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Moiz. Moiz Inamdar.
Yes, sir.
You joined just now. Is it?
No, sir. I joined early.
I think you joined at 9:10. Sufyan. Junaid.
Yes, sir.
You are joining now.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, let's start. Next concept is rotation. Put this exercise. Okay. Now, Z2 by Z1. It's a complex number. Any complex number Z we can write in the form of R into e to the power I theta. Where R is magnitude, theta is argument. Okay. Any complex number we can write in the form of R into e to the power I theta. So Z2 by Z1 is a complex number. Its magnitude is mod of Z2 by mod of Z1. Now its argument will be argument of Z2 minus argument of Z1. What is argument of Z2 by Z1? Argument of
Argument of
Z2
Z2 minus
minus
argument of
argument.
Z1.
So this angle minus this angle, that is theta, e to the power I theta. In this case, can I write it e to the power I theta?
Yes, sir.
We are dealing with this case. So in this case, we can write it as e to the power I theta. So Z2 by Z1 can be written as mod of Z2 by mod of Z1 into e to the power I theta. Okay. Now, on the other hand, if I say, if we rotate Z1 in anti-clockwise direction through an angle theta, I repeat, if we rotate Z1 about origin in anti-clockwise direction through an angle theta, if new position of Z1 is Z2, then this system can be written in this way. Z2 by Z1 equal to mod of Z2 by mod of Z1 to e to the power I theta.
Yes.
I repeat. First, Z2 by Z1 is a complex number. In polar form, we can write it, its magnitude into e to the power I times of argument of Z2 minus argument of Z1. In this case, argument of Z2 minus argument of Z1 is theta. So, on the other hand, we can say, if we rotate Z1 about origin through an angle theta in anti-clockwise direction, then this system can be expressed as Z2 by Z1 equal to mod of Z2 by mod of Z1 into e to the power I theta. Here, about origin. So just take angle in anti-clockwise direction. Remember, this angular distance is finished in this vector. So first we will take this vector Z2 minus 0, about 0, minus the initial vector. This final vector. First take the direction in anti-clockwise direction. This is final vector, this is initial vector. So final vector by initial vector, Z2 minus 0 by Z1 minus 0 equal to final vector magnitude by initial vector magnitude into this angle through which we have rotated the vector. Okay. So all the time, suppose we rotate about Z0, then how we can establish this result? Suppose this Z0. If we rotate Z1 about Z0, see, this magnitude may not remain same. Okay. So here this is Z2. Here the angle we have rotated through an angle, say alpha. Now we are rotating Z1 about Z0 in anti-clockwise direction through an angle alpha. The new position of Z1 is Z2. So what is the final vector here? Z2 minus Z0. This is initial vector. This is final vector. So first we will take final vector Z2 minus Z0 by initial vector Z1 minus Z0 equal to magnitude of final vector by magnitude of initial vector into e to the power I times of the angle through which we have rotated. Okay. So is it okay or shall I repeat it? How to remember? Just I am telling you. First, you take the rotation in anti-clockwise direction. Always will move in anti-clockwise direction. So wherever this angular distance is over, that vector is final vector. We have started from here. So this vector is initial vector. It's final vector by initial vector equal to, after that, mode of the final vector by mode of initial vector into e to the power I times of that angle through which we have rotated. Okay. So shall I write the steps?
Yes, sir.
You want me to write the steps? Move in anti-clockwise direction. First step. Direction. Identify final vector and initial vector. Identify initial vector. And final vector. Then basically vector division by vector is not permissible only in complex number. Complex number is not, it's a position vector or it's a coordinates of a point. So in terms of coordinates of a point, we can divide vector by vector. But in case of vector, division by vector is not permissible. It is meaningless. Vector A by vector B is meaningless. But here, in complex number, we can divide. Then final vector, basically it's not correct to write final vector by initial vector. Equals mode of final vector by mode of initial vector into e to the power I times of theta through which we have rotated. Theta is angle through which we have rotated. Okay. Over, shall I rub it? So here direction is important. We have to move always in anti-clockwise direction. Suppose we want to establish the result in a triangle. is Z1, is Z2, is Z3. Now, through which vertex we want to rotate? You just tell me either through this vertex or this vertex or this vertex. Through which vertex you want to rotate?
Z2.
Z2. First, we will move in anticlockwise direction. Z2 is simple. Just this is final vector. This is initial vector. Suppose this is alpha. So what will be the result? Z1 minus Z2 by
Z3 minus
Z minus Z2
Z.
equal to mode of Z1 minus Z2 by mode of Z3 minus Z2 into e to the power I times of this angle. Now this is simple. Let us rotate it about. This is also simple about Z1. Move in anticlockwise direction. Suppose this angle is theta. What is the final vector?
Z3 minus Z1.
Z3 minus Z1. So the same result can be established here about Z1. Z3 minus Z1 by Z2 minus Z1 equals mode of Z3 minus Z1 by mode of Z2 minus Z1 into e to the power I theta. Okay. So about any angle we can establish the result. Now, these 3 points I have written just to remember it. Okay, number one thing, direction is important. We'll always move in anticlockwise direction. After that, we can identify initial vector, final vector. Shall I rub it? Shall I rub it, Junaid?
Yes, sir.
In an anticlockwise direction, in an equilateral triangle, prove that Z1 plus omega Z2 plus omega square Z3 equals 0, where Z1, Z2, Z3 are vertices of the triangle and omega is non-real cube root of unity. Okay. It's an equilateral triangle with vertices Z1, Z2, Z3. And if it's an equilateral triangle, then the angle is obviously 60 degree. Suppose this is Z1, this is Z2, Z3. We can establish the result about any angle, either Z1 or Z2 or Z3. All the angles are pi by 3. Suppose let us establish about this. This is pi by 3. This final vector, this is initial vector. So Z1 minus Z2, the final vector, by Z3 minus Z2 equals mode of Z1 minus Z2 by mode of Z3 minus Z2 into e to the power I pi by 3. Now, since it's an equilateral triangle, so mode of Z1 minus Z2 equal to mode of Z3 minus Z2. Okay?
Yes, sir.
These two quantities will be same. Mode of Z1 minus Z2 is the magnitude of this vector.
Yes, sir.
Magnitude of that vector. Okay. So Z1 minus Z2 by Z3 minus Z2 e to the power I pi by 3 cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. That is nothing but minus omega square. See, omega is how much? Here is omega. What is omega square? This omega square. Take the value. E to the power 2 pi I by 3 is omega. E to the power 4 pi I by 3 is omega square. Okay. So this minus omega square, sending it right side. Z1 minus Z2 equals minus omega square Z3 plus omega square Z2. So Z1 minus Z2, 1 plus omega square. Sending this term this side, plus omega square Z2, Z3. 1 plus omega square is minus omega. So this is the basic results. Based on this result, you can find many questions in the books. One more result I will establish. Okay. Right, any doubt here? You can establish the same result about this angle or this angle. You may get Z1 plus omega square Z2 plus omega Z3 equal to 0. No issue. Same thing. That is also true.
Yes, sir.
Now question. If Z1, Z2, Z3 are vertices of an equilateral triangle, then Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square minus Z2 Z3 minus Z3 Z1 equals 0. These two are basic questions, and based on this, there can be many questions, many problems can be constructed. We already have discussed this expression can be factorized in complex plane. Now, Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square minus Z1 Z2 minus Z2 Z3 minus Z3 Z1 can be written as Z1 plus omega Z2 plus omega square Z3 into Z1 plus omega square Z2 plus omega Z3. I think we have used it. In complex plane, this expression can be factorized. If you multiply it, both the factors, you will get it. You can check. Okay. In complex plane, this expression can be factorized. I think earlier also I have used it. Is it, Arshad Ali?
Yes, sir.
The same thing I think I wrote earlier also. In real plane, this cannot be factorized, but in complex plane can be factorized. The factor of this expression is this. You multiply it and check, you will get the same expression. Okay. And we already have proved that if Z1, Z2, Z3 are vertices of an equilateral triangle, then this expression is 0 and this is 0.
Yes, sir.
Just now we have proved equals 0. Previous question. So this is the basic question. Previous example.
Where it's
Okay. So based on rotation, write down questions. Z1 and Z2 are roots of, if Z1 and Z2 are roots of the equation Z square plus PZ plus Q equals 0. P and Q are complex constants. Complex constants. P and Q are complex constants. Also, and Z1 O Z2 plus alpha. Mod Z1 equal to mod Z2. And if P square equal to K times of Q into cos square alpha by 2, then K equals not 0, then K equals. Now I'm giving you a hint. Have you written the question? Just you think of rotation about origin, because this angle is given. Rotation, rotating Z1 about origin through an angle alpha. New position of Z1 will be Z2. And think of it. Jasim,
Yes, sir.
you joined after half an hour.
Sorry, sir. I slept off, sir. That's
Saidur Rahman. Saidur Rahman. He will not respond.
Sir, k equal to 4.
Yes, correct. See, first thing is, from here we have Z1 plus Z2 equals minus P, and Z1, Z2 equals Q. Sum of roots, product of the roots. Now applying rotation, you can take Z1 here, Z2 here, or Z2 here, Z1 here, anything. The symbol is alpha. Okay. So Z1 minus 0 by rotation by Z2 minus 0 equals mod of Z1 by mod of Z2. Both are equal, is given e to the power I alpha. So Z1 by Z2 equals e to the power I alpha. Now we will apply something so that we can use these results. Adding 1. If we add 1, both sides, Z1 plus Z2 by Z2 equals 1 plus cos alpha plus I sin alpha e to the power I alpha. Now Z1 plus Z2 is minus P by Z2 equals 2 cos square alpha by 2 plus 2I sin alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2 equals twice of cos alpha by 2 outside. We are left with cos alpha by 2 plus I sin alpha by 2, that is e to the power I alpha by 2. Now squaring. P square equals 4 cos square alpha by 2 into Z2 into Z2 square into e to the power I alpha. And e to the power I alpha is how much? Z1 by Z2. From here, e to the power I alpha is Z1 by Z2. P square equal to 4 cos square alpha by 2 to Z2 square into Z1 by Z2. Cancel out. Z1, Z2 is Q. P square equal to 4 cos square alpha by 2. Here Z1, Z2 is Q. Okay. Any doubt anywhere? Any doubt anywhere?
No, sir.
Shall I explain? Sum of roots, product of the roots. Now applying rotation, you can take Z2 here, Z1 here, or anyway, no problem. This angle is given alpha, so just establish the rotation result in this system. Move in anticlockwise direction. Final vector, initial vector, Z1 minus 0 by Z2 minus 0 equal to mod of this. Now mod Z1 equal to mod Z2, it is given. Cancelled. So adding 1 both sides so that we can use this result. Adding 1 both sides. Z1 plus Z2 is minus P. Shall I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Now, if Z1, Z2, Z3 are vertices of an equilateral triangle, or vertices of an equilateral triangle. Inscribed in circle inscribed in the circle mod Z equal to 2. If Z1 equal to 1 plus root 3i. If Z1 equal to 1 plus root 3i, find Z2 and Z3. Find Z2 and Z3. Shall I give you a hint or you'll do it? C. Is a circle merger equal to 2. Is equilateral triangle. Assume this is 1 plus root 3i. You can assume anyone. 1 plus root 3i is origin. This is 2, this is 2. This angle will be how much in anti-clockwise direction? That angle will be how much? कोई नहीं बोल रहा है. This angle will be how much?
2 pi by 3.
2 pi by 3. So if we rotate this complex number about origin through an angle 2 pi by 3,
Yes, sir.
you'll get this vertex. Assume this is some z now. This is z2. After getting it, again you rotate it through an angle, same way. Direction is must here. Okay. क्या हुआ सैदुर रहमान? वो क्या इसको बोल नहीं रहे. क्लास में है भी या नहीं? सईदुर रहमान. So one thing, listen carefully. Many of you are joining after 10 minutes, 15 minutes. What's the reason? फुरकाद. फुरकाद अहमद. चलो ठीक है. Now I am disconnecting. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You.
So, thank you, sir.
Okay.